potential link between agents of the government of India and the killing of a Canadian citizen.
All this has happened in just the last 36 hours. Canadian PM Justin Trudeau has succeeded in doing the only thing he's good at: jeopardized stuff. The most recent tantrum of the man-child of international diplomacy has already cost Canada a diplomat, a trade deal, isolation by allies, and above all, the relationship with India. Listen in.
Over the past number of weeks, Canadian security agencies have been actively pursuing credible allegations of a potential link between agents of the government of India and the killing of a Canadian citizen, Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
Now that is a serious allegation. But did Trudeau bother to back it up with evidence? Nah, that's just a minor detail the highs and mighties like Trudeau don't bother themselves with. But this has left Canada isolated and put trade and investment plans between India and Canada at stake. First, let's talk about the isolation. If you think I'm exaggerating, then you should know that his half-baked accusations have already come under scrutiny of Canadian journalists, opposition leaders, international relation experts, and above all, his allies, the US, Australia, UK, and the others, who have refused to stand by Trudeau. Everyone is trying to maintain a distance from Trudeau at this point in time, asking him for the most crucial detail, the one Trudeau didn't bother to present, the evidence.
The Prime Minister hasn't provided any facts. He provided a statement, and I will just emphasize that he didn't tell me any more in private than he told Canadians in public, so we want to see more information.
Without evidence, his allegations are nothing more than a tantrum thrown by a grown man who needed to vent after the humiliation he suffered during the G20 visit to India. And here's what Trudeau managed to jeopardize. Investments between two countries had seen a significant rise, reaching 2.24 lakh crores in 2022, marking a 37% increase in just 4 years. As per data from Statistics Canada, Trudeau's stunt has put billions at stake. India is the largest source of international students in Canadian universities and colleges. Canadian Pension Plan Investment Board holds investments worth $21 billion in India. CDPQ and Ontario Teachers Pension Plan also have significant investments in India. But why did Trudeau do what he did? Well, like we said, the man-child of international diplomacy chose a few Khalistani votes over understanding India's legitimate grouse over Khalistanis using Canada to indulge in anti-India activities. But the trigger, according to some, was the humiliation he had to suffer during his India visit to attend the G20 summit. Here's a chronology of Trudeau's G20 ordeal. First, he was ignored by everybody, in particular India. Then, he was scolded by Prime Minister Modi over Canada's inaction against the Khalistanis. After that, his plane broke down, so he was stuck in India for days, and the replacement plane sent to fetch Trudeau had to be diverted. All this, it seems, hurt his fragile ego. Otherwise, why would the Canadian government warn its citizens from visiting India right after Trudeau took out his 15-year-old son on a holiday of sorts to the same country just days ago? I'm calling it a holiday because he spent more time hanging out in Delhi than working anyway. If you're wondering who's the mystery man for whom Trudeau staked billions of dollars worth of trade, friendly relations with India, and international ridicule at stake, then meet Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a terrorist who was killed by only God or Trudeau knows who in June this year in Canada. But we are not going to spend much time talking about Nijjar, because one thing a terrorist certainly fears is indifference. Indifference to his existence and what he chose to kill and die for. Since his statement in the House of Commons yesterday, Trudeau has backpedaled on his statement. But India is unlikely to ignore it. Instead, what's more likely to happen is that India will use this as an opportunity to set a precedent. What do you think India should do next? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section, and don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to The Mint.